right, here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News,
RSN
Podcast.
Chip. What up, man?
What's going on?
Enjoying the drama.
Another week down.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some topics.
All right.
Man, it's been crazy. Had a crazy weekend, didn't we?
Interesting. Very interesting.
So Drake, he dropped his diss. He responded to Kendrick. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50.
Why you think he called it that?
I don't know. I mean, I think he was kind of like talking about like splits and stuff like that, or just kind of like being like a drill sergeant. Who knows? But that was the name of the song. And
What you think? First listen, what you thought?
I like it. You know, Drake, he was direct about who he was talking to. He called out Future, called out Metro, called out Ross, called out Kendrick.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that I appreciate about Drake is he's direct.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he throw a lot of indirect shots, but when he's really want to beef with somebody or rap beef or records or whatever you want to call it, he says directly to the person he's talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. I mean, honestly, I feel like I want to see it keep going.
Right.
I want to see what happens next. Like after we let down by J. Cole's apology.
Yeah, that was a week. But so 1 out of 10, what would you grade this hearing it?
Drop and give me 50?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very tough critic, so I would give it like a 6.5, 7. I'll give it like a 6.5, 7. Because I'm giving Cole, before Cole apologized, I'm giving him like a 8.59.
Yeah.
So I would give this like 6.5, 7.
I think I would go like maybe 7.5.
7.5, okay.
Yeah, for me. Because, I like it. This is hip-hop. This is the sport of it. So how long are we giving Kendrick to respond?
Oh, man, I feel like he's not going to.
So is that an automatic L for him?
Yeah, if he don't respond in a week, it's over.
You think a week?
I give him Friday. He don't respond by Friday, this is over.
That's what I was thinking too, like a week. But I'm going to give him the same time frame that Drake took. Drake took 2 weeks to respond, so I'll give Kendrick 2 weeks. But he really should be dropping like this week. But we don't know what the hell Kendrick's doing. Kendrick's like that type of guy. He might be in the lakes of Minnetonka right now.
He ain't even heard it yet.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I get that too. Everybody got their own schedules and stuff. You could be on vacation. They're like, y'all want to do this now.
Yeah.
But I feel like this one of them emergency situations, like,
yeah, get to the studio.
You got to get to the studio. I don't care if you on a boat. You better get the mic on the boat and
email some beats.
Email something. Like, you can't wait on this one and let it get stale because everybody's prime time. Everybody can make a moment out of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, even especially think about it. Right? Like, I think Cole or somebody was saying, maybe J. Cole or Drake, one of them was saying how nobody was really talking about Kendrick till all this beef stuff came up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but also because Kendrick's gone for so long.
Yeah.
Like, what? Big Steppers dropped maybe a year and a half ago?
Hey, I just thought about a year and a half ago.
Actually, it might have been 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. I think it was 2 years ago. I don't know. It just feel like it was a while, but it might not have been 2 years. It might have been a year and a half. Because we talked about it, I think, when he dropped it. We talked about it. So, yeah.
When we started this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago.
All right. Yeah, that's when we,
I think that was our first episode.
That's when we transitioned from the process to RSN.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so look at this, though. Okay. Is this an opportunity?
We're like 100 episodes in since he dropped, bro.
Yeah. It's been a minute, G. It's been a good minute. Okay. Is this prime time for Big Sean to jump in here out of nowhere and have his moment with a killer diss?
If he wants to get some money out of it, sure. I mean, Cole did. Because Cole, he didn't even delete his diss until like after his first week SoundScan.
Smart man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we were talking about Big Sean before when all this started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he don't want people to think he's lazy, perfect time to put in some work.
I don't know. I think he's gonna be lazy.
Yeah, tendencies. I mean, people show you who they are, but believe them when they show you who they are. But I'm just saying, just strategic wise, it's like, yo, this is perfect opportunity.
But I mean, it's not what we're here for right now.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess Drake could use any help because Sean would be going at Kendrick. So
Just saying.
someone else that dropped,
Oh.
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours after, everyone was still streaming, and he dropped the response.
He was quick about that, wasn't he?
So I was like wondering, like, were you sitting on that already, or
He had to be.
did you just make it?
I feel like this. Nah, he ain't make it that fast. I mean, maybe, because I heard Ross returns tracks pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
I do hear he returns tracks pretty fast. But my thing is, there's a possibility that he made it already,
He just added on.
and maybe like even a couple days before. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like he might have heard Drake putting something out. You know what I'm saying? He get the word.
Yeah.
I feel like he got the drop. Like Drake about to do something, and then he's like, "Oh, word, let me get mine going."
Okay.
I feel like it had to be something like that. 2 hour turnaround time. Come on, bro. Like, like he had to call the engineer up or something. Like
Right.
he had to drive to get there. I mean, you gotta look at it all the time. He probably eating a sandwich, and then then like, "Yo, I heard the song. Come over here. Get over here. Get to the house." You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's too quick.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that one?
It's all right. I like we were talking about before the beat. I like the beat more than like this verse, honestly. Like I felt like it could have been a lot better. I feel like Ross. I feel like he has potential to do better as far as the lyricism aspect of it. Good beat, good.
Yeah, I like those
Vibe.
violins.
Yeah, but I don't even remember the violence. But I just feel like I wanted more. I wanted that knockout punch from Ross. Like if Ross jumping into this, I wanted him to say something so like impactful. You know what I'm saying?
I think these are all just like warning shots.
It
from
felt
all
like
sides.
jabs.
Yeah.
It felt like jabs and no haymakers.
Right. Because you know how for a while people have been saying hip hop's dying.
Yeah.
Like it's alive at this very moment. It's alive.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing though. This is the sad part. Do we need beef to keep it alive?
We might.
Do we need beef to make people actually rap?
Because we went like 6 months last year with no number ones.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm about to start instigating everything. Yo, Dave East, you heard what Benny said, right? Y'all just did that song. He said you was whack on the other verse was trash. Jada, they said you wash, you grandpa kiss now. Like
Allegedly. All allegedly.
All allegedly. I want to hear bars, man. I want to hear bars. I usually got to watch battle rap to get them.
Yeah. It's good to see the mainstream artists, testing their pen basically.
Word.
And may the best pen win.
Word.
I'm thinking, I'm waiting to see what Kendrick does. I'm gonna see if he drops. Like you said, I've seen people online be like, he doesn't need to respond, or he's not going to respond. But Kendrick, you gotta respond, bro.
Yeah, you gotta say something. This is what I want from Kendrick. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Don't take no 2 years.
Yeah, don't take 2 years, please. Don't do that. That's what I want. I want Kendrick to make me a fan. What I mean by that is, you ever hear somebody who you listen to, you like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But then you hear that one verse or that one song, and you like, oh, I'm really interested in him now.
Mm-hmm.
He needs that moment because I feel like, honestly, I respect what Kendrick do and everything. So there's no disrespect, but I'm just not a Kendrick fan. Like I won't listen to a full album of Kendrick.
Really?
Like I want to know, like I want to hear what's so great about his lyrics that everybody think he's better than Cole or he's better than that person or whatever. Because I haven't heard it. Honestly, I haven't heard it.
See, my problem, I've listened to all of Kendrick's albums all the way through. And, Good Kid, Mad City, classic, timeless album, of course. To Pimp a Butterfly, it was cool. Wasn't really my vibe. That's not what I was on that year. Damn, definitely hot ass album. Missing Route and the Big Steppers. A lot of people, they said it was kind of a sleeper, but if you listen to the lyrics were on point to me.
Okay. I go back and listen to that one too.
But my problem with Kendrick is he takes so much time off.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not in that era no more. Like, you remember back in the early 2000s, like a rapper, they would drop their album and then be gone for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But it was okay then. We knew that. We understood that.
Yep.
And we knew they would be back.
Well, okay, so what's the happy balance? So, and I think we talked about this before because I agree with you 1,000%. You can't do that no more because it's like this.
Some will like get in your lane basically.
Yeah, because it's like this. Okay, I understand. I don't want to say nostalgia. I understand the scarcity aspect, right? When people feel like there's not enough of something, they run to get it. So what I mean by that, a new Kendrick album is dropping. That one haven't dropped in forever. I want to hear it. The other part of that is a new Kendrick album haven't dropped in forever. There's so many other options that I'd rather listen to now because I haven't heard them so long. You see what I'm saying? So I think being a part of an artist, being a part of being an artist is, especially this time in these days, is finding that happy medium of where you fit in.
Right. And like even with dropping, it changed. Once we seen DMX drop 2 albums in a year, we saw Plies drop 2 albums in a year. Seen a lot of artists do stuff like that.
So Nas started dropping frequently.
And Nas was like the original person to like take forever.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's the thing with Nas though too. Consistently, they're all good. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just drop the throwaways. You know, some people they just be like, oh, these all the tracks that they ain't make the last album or make that.
Every time he dropped, it was dope.
All the KDs, all the Magics, fire.
All right. That wraps up the beef for right now.
I bet you by time tonight, it's going to be somebody else.
Yeah, something's going to happen. All right. K. Michelle says she doesn't feel protected when she sees her man cry.
Where did this come from? Like, pause. Where did this? What made her say this?
I don't even know. I didn't
just run the house crying.
But my thing is like, are men not allowed to cry? Like, I understand not whining. I understand not crying over like little stuff, but like, is it like men aren't supposed to have emotions?
No, I feel like I mean, because then you humanizing somebody, right?
Right.
So I feel like everybody has the right to cry. I think I'm not really sure where that came from, like why she even thought like her man can't cry. I don't know, like I don't know what kind of relationship she got going on. Like she yell at him and he just start crying. Like I don't get it. I mean, of course there needs to be some balance. Like you can't be like a little kid just crying over anything. But right. I don't know. Like I don't know what she mean by that.
And then why would you come out to the public and
tell everybody? So now everybody discussing how your man cry, baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody might just try him just because. Nah, they might be out, have minding their business at a restaurant. Dude just come on, just slap him.
And then he start crying.
Yeah, waiting for him to cry. I know you're going to cry. Hey, Michelle, that ain't cool, man.
Yeah.
Put a lot of pressure on that man, no.
Keep that stuff in the house.
Yeah, that's not right. Hope he come back and say something about her.
All right, let's just move on. News. We had a 16-year-old. This is out in New York. 16-year-old runs up the steps and ends up pushing a 68-year-old lady down the steps. She was on her way to church. Ends up robbing her, steals $300, steals her car. Then he gets arrested like 5 days later.
You are terrible. There's no way to go around saying that you're a horrible person for doing something like that. Come on, man. Like, it's not worth it. No matter who it is, no matter how old they are, but a 68-year-old lady going or coming from church, whatever, to steal $300
and their car.
In the car, come on, like that's whack. That's whack. I feel like again, there's a lot of times I hate saying these days, but these days there's a lot of lack of morality.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, people just don't care. They just, all right, I see an opportunity, I'm going to take it.
It's like, I guess it doesn't, like, cease to amaze me anymore. Like, you'd be a little shocked at first, but then you're like, okay. Like, we're definitely in that era, what Dave Chappelle said, seeing the Challenger blow up every day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean.
That's literally how I feel.
It's nuts.
Like, somebody did something stupid again. Every day, though.
You know how they say the light at the end of the tunnel? I don't see one for that. It's just gone. this is always. It feels like this people, the quality of people just keep going down.
Yeah,
There's more idiots out there than decent people. It seems like for some reason.
yeah, very lazy, very little morality, and it's like I don't know how you even get back to it. People they're not gonna go back to like the religious aspect like they once were, because of all the things I guess we know or think today about religion. But
it's hopefully it doesn't come to how in the movies it takes something tragic to bring people together and get their mind right. Hopefully it don't come to nothing like that.
I think it is.
Wait for the aliens to land. Now everybody want to get their mind. You ain't want to push no alien down the stairs, will you? Bet you won't do that. Imagine him trying to push the alien down the stairs.
I'm sure someone will try. Or then, people will start being racist towards aliens.
Yeah. There will be that for sure.
It's just certain things you just know now. All right. This one was a messed up story. I forgot where they were at, but there was an officer. She ends up planting a container of alcohol on a man. His name was Kevin Riley. Yep. And he ended up getting convicted, right? Because of her planting it on him.
Yeah, I believe it was Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
And he got pulled over. And unfortunately, he was driving without a license, so he was going to jail regardless, but or suspended license or something like that. But once he got out the car, they made him get out the car and put him back to the other cop car. The officer, she decides to take his bottle of alcohol, open it up. You could hear the seal breaking on the video. She opens, poured it out, throws it back in there, and says he had an open container he'd been drinking.
Right.
So he got 10 days in jail because of that and 6 months probation. That's whack.
Whack as hell.
And he's lucky that's all he got. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's terrible. That just goes to show you, that's why people don't, and this doesn't go out to all cops because, we respect law enforcement, but that's why a lot of people feel the way they do. Negative thoughts towards that because you can simply be driving home, minding your business, and then
you got a DUI.
Yeah, for not even drinking. And he never even took a breathalyzer or nothing, so that's the crazy thing, too.
He said no.
That's crazy.
They definitely didn't have any evidence of him drinking.
So they was like, we're gonna make a way. We're gonna make a way. Like the guy who they shot at with the acorn hit the cop. I saw an interview with him, not to go off topic. I saw an interview with him about that, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Again, I know you've been saying it for years. It's gonna be a time soon. We're gonna be policing ourselves. How you think people are gonna feel about that when it comes?
Some people gonna be all right. Some people gonna hate that. You gotta be a little bit tougher. You're gonna have to be tougher because the police aren't gonna be no help. I think there's gonna come a time where you don't want to call them.
Yeah,
something might happen. Something might get stolen, and you probably will just take the L.
Growing up, a lot of people did do that. Where I'm from, a lot of people, if something happened, they're not calling the police because then they ended up getting more interrogated than helped.
Right.
So I feel like it's getting back to that way.
Or they steal something from you and then you just lose it. I've seen that a lot growing up.
Yep.
All right, so this story was pretty sad. There was a lady, she was an Uber driver, older black lady. She drives up to a house that she thought she was supposed to be picking up at. She was supposed to pick up a package, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she goes up there. Then the owner of the house, he comes out. Something happened between them. He ends up holding her up at gunpoint and trying to stop her from leaving. Mm-hmm. Shoots her 3 times and she died.
Yeah, man. So the guy claims, the owner of the house claims that someone texted him or called him or something and said, text him, I think, and said that someone was in jail or being held ransom or something to the fact that he thought that she was conspiring with them.
Right.
So this old lady, I mean, she's old. You can look in the video and see she's not about to rob nobody or do anything. So the guy comes out the house and he holds a gun up to her. She's trying to get away from him. She can't move that fast. She's an older lady. And he won't let her go. She tries to get away. A scuffle happens and he shoots her 3 times.
Now he's in jail.
Now he's in jail. And he claims this is because someone called him or texted him and said, this is crazy, bro.
Boy, you going to jail. You guilty as hell.
You going to jail, man. Come on.
Straight prison.
And they said allegedly, so they couldn't even produce any calls or texts that goes along with the story. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, his stupidity took a life.
Well, you better hope that wasn't someone's grandma in there. Or someone doesn't think of her like their grandma.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But rest in peace to that lady.
Yeah, of course. R.I.P. Australia is under attack right now. So there has been multiple stabbings. There was one at a church, and then 6 people at a mall.
Yeah, man, it's sickening. Rest in peace to all the people, whose life was taken in Australia. The one in the mall, someone, I guess he might have had some mental problems. I'm guessing, went to the mall with a big knife and just start stabbing 6 random people. I don't know how many people he stabbed, but 6 people got their life taken away by him stabbing. And then the other one, it was in the middle of a church service, and you see the clergyman at the altar, and he's speaking, and a guy just walked straight up to him and just started stabbing him.
Mm-hmm.
And the place went nuts. Everybody was trying to grab him and whatnot. I mean, it's terrible, not terrible, but terrible and terrifying that you could be in the mall, you can be in church, you could be anywhere, and something like that just happens.
Yeah, it's like I think you said it before. Like, you always gotta like look over your shoulder now.
Mm-hmm. And
you always gotta look around. You always gotta just be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, for sure. I was telling you I was at a gun show this week, and that made me think about it. It was packed. I'm sure they always are packed, but even more so because everybody's carrying because of these reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody's conscious of, I got to be on point because anything can happen at any moment. Mm-hmm. I felt safe in there. I was like, ooh, everybody in here got to go.
Yeah, someone go crazy, there's going to be like 20 people pointing back.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, our condolences and pray for Australia.
Yes, sir.
Had a passing, man. O.J. Simpson passed away.
Yes, sir. The great O.J. Simpson.
And some people hated him, some people loved him, but
yeah, I saw some hate.
There was a lot of hate.
There's a lot of hate. I mean, when that situation went down in the news and all that, with the history of that, I was young, so I ain't,
Yeah, I didn't know.
I ain't know nothing about nothing. But no matter the situation, I mean, he was never convicted. So
they even found out some of the stuff was planted on him.
Yeah. So before we, hate people who died, we should think about that, get our facts all the way together. But either way, rest in peace. He was a legendary running back, and our condolences to the family.
And he made it to, 75, 76?
I think it was 76.
Yeah, 76 years old.
I enjoyed him on the show with Cam.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that's, like, my last memories of him.
Yeah, he was funny.
I didn't know he was sick.
No, I didn't either.
All right. Another legend, Allen Iverson, got his own statue out in Philadelphia.
Yeah, man. At the Philadelphia practice facility, they presented AI with the statue, him doing the crossover on the statue.
That was nice.
Oh, that job was tough.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good. I'm glad he getting his flowers now and not wait to later in his life.
It seemed like they used to hate on him a lot when he was younger, right?
They did, man. He paved the way for a lot of NBA players to do what they do today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, him being the first with the tats and the baggy clothes and the arm sleeve and the headbands and all of that. He set all the trends.
He was definitely like one of my favorite players to watch when I was younger.
Yeah, for sure.
I was always kind of fascinated by how he was on the court.
I got braids because of AI. I had braids for a long time. I had braids for 10 years. Almost, probably like 10 years. And that was all because of AI. So,
yep. Very influential.
Yes, sir.
Angel Reese says she's ready for the WNBA draft.
Yeah, man. That's tonight. it's we all know who's going number one. Of course, Caitlin's going number one, but I don't know where the rest of the dominoes fall. I don't know who goes. I couldn't tell you 1 through 5 for sure. Because you got Cardona, be killing her name, Cardona, whatever, the girl from South Carolina. You know what I'm talking about. Won the national championship. You got Angel Reese in there. You got a lot of good players in there, man. So it's gonna. I'm happy for them. I want them to continue to do well. I'm sure hopefully there's a way for them to keep getting that NIL money because the WNBA don't pay as much as they was getting paid in college, which is crazy, right?
So this is what I'm thinking. Do you think they'll bring more attention to it? Because that's the problem they've been having for the past few years, right? Saying, oh, why don't they get LeBron money?
Yeah, I understand why they don't get LeBron money. Because there's not enough. They're not selling out the stadiums, but the WNBA is very good. Like the WNBA, they really be hooping, and I think yes, Caitlin Clark's gonna bring attention to it. Angel Reese, all of the players in the draft. But then you still got the college basketball. You still got Juju. You still got Flora J. You still got all of them in college women's hoops too. So it's very good, very interesting. I'm more excited for the women's college basketball players coming into the league, and same with who's still in the college than the men's, to be honest, because I couldn't tell you not one player on the men's college basketball.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I could tell you more than one, but I really couldn't tell you, who's who.
Do you think they'll ever, even get half the money that the NBA gets?
They deserve it. They deserve to get – I mean, you got some I don't want to say it, but you got some bums in the NBA who play and got – millions of dollars you shouldn't have got it. These women, they be hustling, man. Yeah, I hope so. I hope I hope they start paying them the way they really should. Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying Caitlin Clark should get $100 million like I don't Luka or somebody, but
should she get a Nike or Adidas deal?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. Because women wear sneakers too. So
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
So yeah, for sure. She'll make them numbers too.
Yeah, I think so.
She'll do numbers.
Yeah, I hope they get more attention. Hope they get more money.
I would buy my daughter Angel Reese shoes, or if Caitlin Clark has some dope. If they was actually some dope shoes, her Angel Reese or any of the girls coming out, I would buy my daughter some shoes, for sure.
Right. All right. So I think it was OKC. Was that right?
Yeah, man.
OKC is the number 1 seed.
They're the number 1 seed since 2012.
Man, 12 years ago.
It's crazy. They're a really good team. They're a young team. The crazy thing is I don't even watch them like that. Whenever I get a chance to watch, I don't watch OKC like that. But I'm watching them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm watching them. I'm like, okay. I don't know their DNA because I haven't watched them that well, but I'm watching to see if they live up to the hype. I'm curious, how good is this young team? And where does it fall between needing that maturity, you know what I'm saying, that team that been there, done that, and got the experience versus that young, exciting team. So I'm curious to see, where they fall into that.
All right, so Tom Brady, he's teasing that he's coming back. What did he say?
Yeah, he said he can still play, but he said I'm still in shape. I can still throw the ball. Somebody go down. I can get in there. They can do what it do.
Do we want to see that?
No. No. Brady, you had your time, man. You had your time, homie. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I thought he was going to do a sports show or something, or a sports podcast.
I think, I don't know if he already did it or not, but I thought he was becoming part owner of a team, or one of the teams. So he trying to pull a Jordan move. That's what he kind of laughed at. He was like, like Mike with the Wizards. And speaking of that, you know what? Not to go too off topic from Tom Brady, but I saw Cam talk about something. I didn't even think about this. It was like when Michael Jordan came out of retirement, right? And he played with the Wizards. People was hating on him. He's like, even I was hating on him because it was like, it's Mike with the Wizards. Even though he was still getting 50 and stuff, right? This is something I thought about. People don't even realize. When Jordan came out of retirement to play with the Wizards, it wasn't even planned. He just literally was like, man, y'all suck. I need help. he didn't train nothing. He just literally left. He was owner of the team. He just stopped being the owner and just like started. He just came to show up to practice like I'm playing. Like,
Really?
he was that good that he just like literally just wasn't playing at all. The team was so bad and they was trying to sell tickets that he literally came out the office and was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna come help the team out because they suck." That's how great a player he was. So when y'all talk about this LeBron Jordan debate, think about that. Like, he didn't plan on playing. He had to play because the kids suck.
So you think like 10 years from now, after LeBron's retired, he'll come out of retirement and play?
No, LeBron's done. He's like once he's done, he's done. And that's no slight at Bron at all, because Bron a homie. But I think once Bron done, he's done. Ain't no way he coming back.
Okay. All right, so we got a debate going on. We got the Lakers versus the Pelicans coming up.
Yeah, man.
And people say they want the Lakers to lose?
Just lose. All right, so here's the scenario. And don't butcher me on. If I butcher the details, don't kill me, because you know what I mean. There's a play-in, and I be confused on how the play-ins go and all this and that. But from what I understand, the Lakers, they just beat this New Orleans Pelicans yesterday. They play them again tomorrow. Now, if the Lakers win, the Lakers will be in the playoffs, and they will have to play Denver Nuggets. They do not want to do that because more than likely they're going to get swept in the first round. I think they got swept last year too. So people are saying maybe, just maybe, they should lose, so then they have to play against Golden State or Sacramento, so then they'll play somebody else in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about that? Do you lose on purpose? Do you ever lose on purpose?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Just my attitude is win, baby, win. But, if they feel like it would go better to take an L now to win later, then sure. But if you can just win.
Yeah, so the conspiracy theory right now is maybe they're doing that, maybe they're not. I mean, because it's like one of them things where you don't ever want to have the team have a mindset of let's lose.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the game yesterday, Anthony Davis went down. And he was like, they said he was having back spasms and he was laying on the ground trying to stretch out and all that. And they were like, okay, are they just setting us up for him not to play so they can lose? Or did he really have back spasms and he's really hurt? So we don't really know because he get hurt so much. Mm. So we don't know if it's true or not. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. It's like I never say lose a game. But I say give it your best effort. If it's a close game, just close your eyes and shoot.
All right. You ready for a fun topic?
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 questions, right? So out of the diss tracks that we've had in the last month, which one has been your favorite one so far? Kendrick, the Like That feature, J. Cole, 7-Minute Drill, or Drake, Push-Ups?
Oh, that's easy. J. Cole, 7-Minute Drill.
Okay. That would have been my favorite, but him apologizing makes me take my
I
vote
forgot
back.
about that. Yeah, I forgot about the apology. Yeah.
So far it's Drake for me.
Okay.
And everybody else said they like 66% of people said they like Kendrick's.
Wonder who those people are.
Bunch of glazers. All right, so we got one more question. So which big 3 is better? We got Kanye, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and we got Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick.
Kanye, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I'll go with that for
a
big 3. I like who we've had over the last decade. Cole, he's been a really great lyricist. Kendrick has made some pretty epic projects, and Drake has just been omnipresent. You go to the gym, Drake. You go in the car, Drake. Go to the mall, Drake.
He got a song for everything. I think he got a song for everything except for like a funeral. That's the only song he only got.
And he might. Money in the Grave.
Yeah.
So
he got a song for everything.
At the funeral? Right.
Yeah, nah, you lying. You got a song for everything. But yeah, it's been interesting, man. It's just music in general has been interesting to watch over the years. Who sticks around, who kind of fades out.
I'm not gonna say this, but that's what the original question was. You see what I did, right?
Yep. Oh man.
All right, guys. Anything else?
No, man. Like, comment, subscribe for sure. Definitely tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We appreciate all the subscribers out there, everybody who been tuning in, staying down with us. Definitely spread the word.
You want to hear more music critiques, more vlogs? Check out my channel. More music, more vlogs. Check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.